How you treat one thing in your life is usually how you treat all things in your life. It carries over. Pretty much who you are is who you are, and that's how you treat things. I'm wearing the same shoes. I've had these shoes since 1993, and I'm still wearing them. Here's a picture of me wearing them in 1993 when I went to Epcot in Disney World in Florida. And I'm still wearing them 30 years later. And it's now 2022 and I'm still wearing them. It's the same. These are Hush Puppies. They're so comfortable. I haven't done anything to them. The sole is it's barely worn out. They're so comfortable. I still have pants and shirts and clothes and suits from 30 years ago. Obviously I fit in them because I'm healthy, but my point is that how you treat your shoes is probably how you treat your car, which is probably how you treat your house, which is probably how you treat your body. And that's my point, is if you start treating things right way down the road, that's a long-term investment and they will stay with you. And, Americans have this thing about disposable society. Everything's disposable. And then they just buy new things. They think everything's replaceable. They don't put a lot of value on anything. I put value. I'm very thankful for everything I get. No matter how much money I have, I'm thankful for the tiniest little thing in my life. And I value it and I take care of it. And I just value stuff and I'm appreciative of things. And I try to make things last as long as possible. I've had things that I've kept in my life until they literally turned to dust, until they just collapsed into nothingness. I carry things with me as long as I can, even relationships. I try to make it work as long as possible. Sometimes years longer than necessary, but I try to make it work and I try to make things last and I appreciate everything that's in my life. So I think that's part of the secret of being healthy and having a long, good life. It's not about how long you live. It's the quality of your life, but that's part of it, is the quality of how you treat things, and how you treat things is how life treats you. So, I see people they get these brand new $80,000 cars and the inside's full of junk. It's just got garbage all in there. And that's what the inside of their bodies is like. The inside of their mind is like that. And they're kind of toxic. They spend all this money, but then they don't treat it right. If you have kids, this might be a good thing to share with them. It's so important. They have the latest, greatest, trendy Nike, Reebok, whatever the thing is, that all the kids are, important to them. I've had these shoes for 30 years and I never got into, even as a kid, I didn't need to have what all the other kids had. I didn't need to have the trendy, expensive, latest, greatest thing to show off to prove that I was somebody. Matter of fact, being different was something that I was proud of. I liked being different. I liked being the kid that didn't need the latest, greatest, expensive stuff. People with their cars and houses, they want to have the latest, greatest car and house and all that. They might look good on the outside. Look at the inside if you go in their house, go in their fancy house and their clean, spotless house, and look in their fridge, look in their cupboards. That crap is inside their bodies. These people might look all perfect on the outside because they have makeup and plastic surgery and God knows what on, but the inside they're rotting, they're falling apart, and they wonder why when they hit 50 and 60 that they're falling apart and don't look as attractive as they'd like, and their hair is falling out and they have all these health problems. Because they're focusing on what's on the outside. They're focusing on the superficial. They're focusing on the stuff that isn't really the thing they should be focusing on. They should be focusing on the internal and the things that last a long time. Because if you're clean on the inside, then you look good on the outside. And that's what lasts. And that's what you should be doing, is focusing on things that last. Things that last a lifetime. And it shows. People can see it in you, in your personality, in your energy, and everything that's about you, is that this is something that lasts. And that's something that people aspire to. And if you don't give in to the things that is the latest, greatest, trendiest thing, you save so much money, you can go on trips like this. It's a long-term investment all around. I have a car. One of my cars is a 1989 car. You turn the key, it drives like the day it was made. My other car is a 2004, and my other car is a 2008. It's now 2022. And all these cars look like they just rolled off the assembly line, brand new. I treat them with the respect that they deserve, and in return, they give me the respect that I deserve from them. It's a two-way thing. Treat everything, baby it. Value everything in your life, no matter how expensive or how cheap or inexpensive it is. Even if you have something that costs just pennies, it's important you treat it with the respect that it deserves. Don't look at something as cheap. Be thankful you have anything at all. If you were out in the middle of nowhere, starving or dying, and somebody offered you a cheap thing, you'd probably be thankful for it. You'd probably be like, oh, wow, this is the greatest thing in the world. So it's all how you look at it in a relative perspective. So anyway, just keep in mind that anything you have in your life, don't force it. I mean, if the relationship's bad, don't try to, force it. But I'm saying if it's good, try to make it last and appreciate the stuff in your life, even the little things. And they will in return give you a good life. So I hope this helped. And the money you save, not having to buy things all the time, can get you a great vacation. It all adds up. It's all investments. Think about it. It's all perspective. I'll see you next week. Bye.